How can people join the work that you're doing? What are the ways in which you put out a call either for organizations to connect with you, and also how can individuals either support it or participate in it? Some organizations are member led and others are more coalitions.
Hmm. Yeah, so one of the ways that folks can get involved or to tap into our work is to come to attend one of our trainings. We provide training not just on how to understanding institutional and structural racism and racial equity in general. We also have a new set of healing, we're calling healing centered leadership trainings that are open to everyone, folks that are in community facilitating change work, whether you're an organizer, whether you work on the staff of your local housing department and you facilitate community meetings, or you're within a nonprofit organization working on health issues, working on economic justice issues. So these set of trainings are really designed to help people do the work right in community and to do it in a way that is reparative and healing, right? So that we're not like helicoptering into communities and not listening and centering the wisdom of the communities that we should be in partnership with. So those trainings are open to everyone. We have transformative and restorative justice trainings, facilitation trainings, but also trainings to support change makers, right? So a lot of times we don't think about the care and the community that folks that are doing change need, right? And so that has emerged as like a really important program area for us as we've been talking to folks that do this work, right? Like needing that support, needing that care, but also the space for them to think about how they show up in community and movement work, right? And what are the supports that they need? And related to that, we also have a leadership retreat for Black change makers called Embodied Justice. So again, that program emerged out of hearing specifically from Black folks that were doing work around racial equity and racial justice, and how draining it could be, right? To do this work that is deeply personal for folks, right? That it's not just work that you go to from 9 to 5, right? But it's about our not only our livelihood, but our lives, the deep connections between the work of change and also just our own ability to care for ourselves and being able to create space where it's needed, right? For folks to be able to take care of themselves, to rest, right? Because our movements need to be sustained. And if the folks that are facilitating change are not sustaining themselves, right, then our movements risk falling apart, right? And so a part of, how we're trying to build and practice collective care is through some of those resources that we're providing to change makers to connect with each other, but also to rest and identify the things that they need in order to sustain the work.
Well, give out a website for your organization, Dr. Lubin.
Yes, we encourage people to check out our website. We're at urbanandracialequity.org. Check out one of our trainings, donate, check out our leadership retreats. We also have webinars. Plug in, follow us, and we look forward to being in community with folks.